Namaskaram, Masters. I'm Harika. I'm from the United States. So I'm part of the Gudakesha T4 batch that just got completed. So even before Gudakesha, I was meditating for the past 5 years. Life has improved quite a bit after I started meditating. But where I was struggling was to get into that thoughtless state. So not every day was a good day for meditation. I used to call every day, like there were hardly days where I got into that good state, and I used to call my mother and I used to tell her. I share all my experiences with my mother, so I used to call her and I used to tell her, today I had this. I was able to get into thoughtless state for like 5 minutes, and it was like I don't know. I couldn't feel my breath. I couldn't. There was no thoughts. Absolutely, it was wonderful, and that was like hardly handful of days in the past 5 years that I've been meditating. And but after Gudakesha, so since I joined Gudakesha, I was like I used to call her every day. I'm like the first 1 week or something. I used to call her every day. I mean, every day is like I just close my eyes and I'm like, I don't know, I'm gone. Boom. It's like no thoughts. And after a week, she's like, I mean, it's become it's more natural now that I don't even have to call her and tell her every day, because she now understands that thoughtless state is a natural. So I think before Gudakesha and after Gudakesha, if I have to put it that way, the quality of meditation has increased quite a bit. It's like I can see in the awareness that Prabodh Master talks about, that I can see in my every day, in my every moment. There's a smile that doesn't leave me, no matter what happens. It's like that's always there. The smile doesn't leave me. And so three things, right? The smile doesn't leave me. And another thing that I've learned from Prabodh Master is, he says life is wonderful, right? Everything is wonderful. Everything is wonderful. So even when in Gudakesha, when people are sharing the experiences with Master and letting him know that they're not as aware as they're not aware all night long, or they're not able to sit all night long, Master is like, wonderful, that's wonderful. And then he says, that's wonderful that you were able to sit all night, or you're aware that you're not aware. So he puts a positive spin to everything, right? I have a 2-year-old daughter, and I was like, I'll just share one of my experience relating that. So I have a 2-year-old daughter, and it was she asked for a cereal in a bowl. So I gave her that, and I was going to give it to her hand, but she said no, I want to take it. So from the counter she took it, and there was a bit of like the milk spilled down a little bit. And then I'm like, it was a rush hour. It was that hour where I had to get into work, the morning busy hour. But I'm like, immediately I had that thought, right? I'm always smiling anyways, but immediately I had that thought, life is wonderful. What if she threw the entire bowl and the bowl fell down, the whole milk spilled? It is wonderful that there was only a little bit of milk that fell. So the amount of cleaning was really good. And that thought actually just changed the whole perspective of looking at it, right? That's what Gudakesha is doing to me. Everything, I think, and then so every situation I apply, life is wonderful. Whether it's, even if things are not going according to my according to how I wanted, I'm like, life is wonderful. There's a teaching in there. So it's giving me that perspective. And there has been an increased levels of confidence. So every time I have to go into my presentation, every time I have to go into my meetings or presentations, I just close my eyes for 2 minutes and I think about Prabodh Master. I give my high fives to him, and I'm like, I just get into I just go into my presentations. And even days, for one, all my presentations have been going really, really well. So let me put it this way. I think the way I'm presenting myself, the way I'm the way I'm looking at work, the way I'm doing things are there's a lot of confidence. I'm thrown challenges that I've not been used to, but there's no more fear in me. So it's like I'm a Gudakesha. I can handle anything. That's how I'm getting. That's how I'm looking at things. If I can achieve that, being 40 days, if I can achieve that state, I can do anything. And Prabodh Master says, you're Gudakesha, so you can do anything. So every time I'm thrown a challenge at work, I keep telling myself, I'm a Gudakesha, I can do it. And then somehow things just happen. Like somehow, yeah, that's how things I present with more confidence. And also another thing is manifestation powers, right? So it's like Prabodh Master talks about manifestation and awareness. So now it's like the last 2 days I've had my stomach was healing. So I've been so conscious about the way I'm speaking, that awareness that Master is talking about. So instead of saying my stomach is hurting, I've been telling people that my stomach is healing, my body is healing. So everything, it's like the way that increased levels of awareness, the increased levels of consciously and then putting a positive spin to everything. So when I initially thought of, when I initially joined Gudakesha, I thought all night long you can meditate, but in the morning you can sleep for like 2-3 hours or whatever. It's like, how we do Shivaratri. But that's not how it is. After Gudakesha, I realized it's like all night long meditation and there's no more sleep at all. So the way it's like, so now there's no more sleep in my life. It's more like it's all staying up night. I still need to get into that a little more awareness. I would need more awareness. But I completed Gudakesha, the last batch that I did, 40 days, and actually much more also. I'm staying awake all night. Little bit more awareness I definitely need. But life is happy, like that oneness also. I'm able to experience that oneness with things. It's like I look at a tree. I don't know. I mean, there's this overwhelming feel. How do I put it? There's this overwhelming feeling. There's this joy. There are tears rolling down rolling down all the time when I look at a tree or sky or something. It's just too overwhelming, everything and anything. But life is wonderful, right? Life is wonderful. That's how it is. If I have to, so before Gudakesha and after Gudakesha, the quality, I think even if I sit for like 10 minutes or whatever time it is, it's like I'm able to get into that thoughtless state, like from the very minute I sit, and I'm able to stay in that state for a long time. Yeah, there's this immense gratitude to Prabodh Master for this. So yeah, thank you. I think you all will benefit from Gudakeshas. If you've had that opportunity, don't let it go. That is all I can say. Life, it's going to be a turning point. It is definitely in my life. Like I said, I've been meditating for the last 5 years, but this 40 days is like what this 40 days have done to me versus what it has before is like there's nothing. If I have to, I'm a Gudakesha for life. How about that? I'm a Gudakesha for life, and I would want this for everyone. Please take it on if you want to, if you have that opportunity. Thank you, Masters. Thanks for listening.